Being nice is costing you power. And if you are too nice, this is the video for you. Being nice is socially rewarded. Subtle truth: niceness feels safe, but safety is not equivalent of respect. And this is what we are going to understand today. Your niceness is making you weak. And more than it is making you weak, it is making you look weak. Yes, there is a difference between these two things. Now, before I proceed, I want you to understand that this video is not anti-kindness. No, this video is about you being too nice. Being nice is okay, but being too nice, it's dampening your strength. It's making you into somebody you don't respect after a while. As human beings, it's damn important that we respect ourselves. We should know what we are, where we belong, what we deserve. And nobody else should feel entitled or in a position to tell us what we should expect from ourselves or what we deserve. I've observed this way too often that when people are nice in general, many people take them for granted. Though it's really, really private, I don't want to indulge into details, but I want to tell you a few facts about my own life. And believe me, I don't just say these things because I want to make these videos stand out and make them fancy. No, I am a nice person. I am a nice person. I am, believe me. But I understood something about myself when I was growing up in my early years, that nobody was taking me seriously. People would just have their way with me. They would just feel entitled to disrespect me whenever they want. When I was a little girl, class 7th, my school was changed. I was moved into a very good school of my city. By God's grace, I really needed it. And it happened because of my parents' efforts and their prayers. Now, the moment I set my foot inside the school premises, everybody thought that this is a girl who doesn't belong here and she should be shown her place. Believe me, from every student to every teacher, except the principal. Principal was so good, so good. But most of my teachers, most of the school students were mean to me. And they thought that she's quiet, she's silent, she wouldn't say anything. She can be taken for granted, she can be insulted whenever I want or whenever we want. And it went on for at least 3-4 years. That is when majority of my growth really happened. Mental growth I'm talking about. Class 7th to 10th, I understood what was happening. 11th and 12th was my transformation era. I took the reins of my life in my hand. And I said, no more of this bullshit. No more of people disrespecting me. No more of people telling me how I should feel and how I should not feel and what I'm capable of and what I deserve and what I've gotten is truly just luck. I don't deserve to be there. No. No more of that stuff anymore in my life. No, I'm not gonna accept it. This is my life, this is my story, and I'm going to write it in my own words. I will not allow you, anybody, any one of you, to write my story in your words. I will not allow you to do that. And when I talk about these things, I really do get flashes of those days. I was really young, but I still remember a lot of it. It's strange. I mean, my memory is as fresh as if all of those things happened probably just 2 days ago. That's how fresh my memory is. It's because I was feeling too much. And if you feel too much, and if there's always the self-doubt, and people love increasing that self-doubt, if they see it in you, if they perceive it in you, this video is for you. Or probably it is for your sister, or probably it is for your brother. Go and share with that one person you feel needs this video, because I'm going to help you resolve this, and you're not going to be the same person after watching this video, is my commitment to you. Because it is coming from somebody who was this scared, nervous, always ready to listen, to this person who's a boss lady, who doesn't listen anymore. She does listen. She takes advice, but she does her own things her own way. She doesn't disrespect. No, she doesn't. I would never disrespect anybody unless I lose my senses, which can happen. I'm a human being. But most of the times, I'm really in control. I wouldn't disrespect you, and I wouldn't let you take my respect for granted. I will not. Believe me, I will not. I will not. I've had some massive experiences in my life. If somebody asks me, if any one of you asks me, tell me one most embarrassing moment of your life, I can actually think of the most embarrassing moment of my life where I felt that dying is easier. But it happened, survived it, moved on in life, and I'm no more concerned with those people anymore. I wish they're okay, they're well. But yeah, had they been with me, they would have probably been in a better shape. So this video is not anti-kindness. Many people confuse niceness with good character. So if you're nice, you have a good character. And if you're not nice, you don't have a good character. Is what people misread it as. It's not true. There is a hidden cost of niceness, which nobody will tell you about. Primarily why this video is important to you is because I'm going to talk about the hidden cost of niceness. I'll make you understand the difference between nice, kind, and respectable. The communication patterns that drain power. Why powerful people are often mislabeled as cold. And after listening to so much, if you still feel this video will not help you, I feel this urge to request you to watch it and then choose. Then decide if it helped you or not. Okay, first of all, nice people have this tendency to over-explain. Ask yourself, do you do that? Nice people delay difficult conversations. Nice people absorb discomfort silently. Now, if there is any of these three things that you feel yourself doing a lot, you're a nice person. Good for you. But you're being too nice, and that's not good for you. It trains others on how to treat you, and that is where the problem lies. Power isn't taken away from you. It's slowly handed away to others. You do it. You do it consciously, sometimes subconsciously. Let's understand the difference between nice, kind, and respectable. Nice is behavior focused on approval, okay? Not good. Kind is behavior focused on fairness. Good, fair. Respectable is behavior rooted in self-respect. Now, this is the part most people skip. You should be nice, not too nice, but you should always be respectable. Most people think respect comes from either status or confidence or how they speak or how kind they are. But respect actually starts one step earlier. Self-respect. Now, this is where your respect starts. Self-respect means you don't betray your own limits to stay accepted in an environment. Your words match your inner boundaries. You have to create your boundaries, your inner boundaries. You don't explain away what matters to you. Explaining is good. Explaining away is not good. Explaining away means explaining too much. You must know where to stop, because otherwise it's just blah, 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 blah. You are speaking, but nobody is listening. You've lost the gravity of it because you're speaking too much. People often skip this step because I'm talking about being respectable, because self-respect creates discomfort. It risks disapproval. If you're self-respecting, there is always this risk of disapproval because you will be saying no to a few things that other people would want you to say yes to. It will require internal clarity before external validation, and that is tough for human beings. Most of us are not like that. We are more into external validation than internal clarity. So they jump straight to, how do I sound confident? Being confident is less important. How do I sound confident? Big problem, very big problem. You should be confident and not just sound confident. How do I make people respect me? By respecting yourself first. That's how you make people respect you. Without first asking. Now, this is where you go wrong. You don't ask yourself these questions. Do I respect myself in this moment? That gap is actually visible, even if it is unspoken. Power comes from self-alignment and not pleasing. What do I mean by alignment? Alignment is in your thoughts, your words, your tone, your actions, all four of them pointing in the same direction. If I think something but I act some other way, that is me out of alignment. Like I think I want to be fit, but I'm eating junk all the time. So my actions are not aligned with my thoughts. Self respect, gone. I will not be able to respect myself. So, alignment is important if you want to respect yourself. Think before you speak. Think what you committed to. Be true to your words, thoughts, words, your tone, your actions, all four of these. Okay, tone is also important. I want to be a calm person. I want to be less anxious, but I'm always shouting at others. Tone is out of alignment. People will not respect me, neither will I respect myself, because I am also a person watching myself, right? When somebody is aligned, they don't over justify. Okay, check for these pointers. They don't over justify, they don't contradict themselves mid sentence, and they don't say yes while feeling no. So if you feel no, you say no. That is alignment. You think no, so your words follow and you say no. Pleasing breaks alignment. Why does it do that? If you're a people pleaser, big no. Nobody respects a people pleaser, believe me. If you are a people pleaser, your words say one thing, your body says another, your tone tries to soften the conflict, the internal mismatch leaks outward. Okay? Whatever mismatch is happening, it's visible. People can see it because nobody is fool. People understand, they pick cues. People may not be able to name it, but they sense it that she doesn't truly mean it. She's just saying it, she doesn't mean this. Right? Power is felt when there is no inner negotiation happening aloud. Okay? Whatever you feel, you talk to yourself, and it is not visible outside. So your inner negotiation is happening in the boundaries of your own presence and nobody's watching you. Okay? But you present a stronger you. When clarity is missing, people try to compensate with niceness. So I'm not clear about what I want. And that is why I'm being nice to you. And this is one thing that I actually noticed in myself. It was a massive learning for me. There was a time in my life, some 5 years ago, because it was before my wedding. I was teaching class 12th. And very honest, it's a very private thing that I'm sharing with you. I've probably never spoken about it with anybody yet. I was teaching class 12th accountancy, and back in the day when I was in class 12, I was really good and I secured in 90s. Very good student. I knew my subject and I needed money. Now, 5.5 years ago, I needed money. And whatever opportunity I would get, I would just say yes to it. Okay. Even if I was not ready. And this is what happened. I was not ready to teach class 12th and I said yes and I started to teach. And I realized that I was trying to be very nice with the girls. It was a girls' school. I was trying to be very nice to them so that they don't point out my mistakes to the principal and they don't get me fired. And that's something I did not realize in the moment, I realized later. When I felt that the girls were probably not respecting me really much. Probably my inner negotiation, my inner lack of clarity leaked through my cracks and it was visible outside. And they caught it. Grown up girls, class 12, smart girls, I think they saw it and it was hard. I only was there for 4 or 5 months. Not a very good experience of my life. But anyway, it taught me a lot about myself and I learned. I mean, I had no other option than to be nice at that time. I really did not have a choice. How can I not know the subject and not be nice? I have to be nice if I'm not very confident of my subject. I was teaching class 12th for the first time and I was nervous and they saw it and they took advantage of it. Okay, good for them. So this is what happens when you're not sure about something inside. People see it, they use it against you. And yes, I remember not being respected at that time in my life. Probably a part of me deserved it, but my situation was such that I had no choice. I had to take up that job. Why does niceness feel moral? but it actually isn't always. Many people use niceness to avoid conflict. Now, this is what I just told you about. I was doing that. Avoidance feels virtuous, but is often fear-based. You feel that avoiding a conflict and not fighting with somebody, you feel that you're being virtuous. But what you actually are doing is being fearful. You're scared. And that's why you don't pick a fight. You should. If that person is challenging your self-worth, you should. Being nice can become a strategy to stay liked, and it becomes dangerous for you. Liking is emotional comfort. Somebody likes me, wow, nice, it feels good. But respect is structural. I'll explain, don't worry. Now, liking lives in feelings. We can sense it when somebody likes us, okay? People enjoy your company. They make interactions with you. You make it easy for them to talk with you. You reduce their emotional friction. You help them. They like you. But respect lives in structure. Very important point to understand here. I want you to differentiate between liking and respect. Respect demands structure, liking doesn't. Liking is just you being nice. People will like you if you're nice. But respect comes from structure. People adjust their behavior around you. You've given them a structure that this is my boundaries. This is how I need you to behave with me. This is what I'm not okay with. This is what I'm okay with. This is how I can help you. This is how I will not be able to help you. So people start adjusting themselves around you when they are in your company. They choose words more carefully around you. They don't cross their limits. They don't cross certain lines. This is structure. This is a structure that you're making for the world. This is where respect lies. Liking makes people comfortable. Respect makes people considerate. Understand this. Very important. I do agree that honesty causes discomfort. Honesty is hard, and that is why being honest requires you to be courageous. It's a thing of the brave. Not everybody can be honest. And silence is comfortable. You don't say something, you avoid conflicts, and okay, you go your place, they go their place, and everything is settled. But for how long? It is taking a hit on your self-respect every time you avoid a conflict and you stay silent when you should have said something. So this is where I'm asking you to open up. I'm asking you to challenge your comfort, to challenge this thing in you which requires you to not speak up for yourself. I'm asking you to challenge that behavior of yours that is so in you. I don't know where you've learned it from, probably from your parents, most likely from your parents, one of your parents, or maybe from your surroundings, the way you've been brought up. I don't know. Ask yourself. You will find answers. Probably just sit with yourself. All it needs is you sitting with yourself for half an hour and talking to yourself and why you do what you do the way you do and why it causes you discomfort later. Probably in the moment you feel okay, but later on you don't. And you feel your self-respect is going down the drain with every passing month. We've got to do something about it. It's our duty. Let's talk about the communication patterns that drain power, because we want to be in power, and that is why we are here. We are watching this video, we are watching this content. See, long videos, YouTube is full content. If you click a video, you've chosen to watch it. And if you're here in this video with me and you've retained till here, it's because you want to change this about yourself, or you want to change this about somebody you care about. So let's talk about a few communication patterns that drain your power, okay? First is softening statements unnecessarily, okay? There are a few statements that you need not soften and you can just say in your normal tone. Apologizing when no harm was done. Saying it's okay when it is not. Laughing things off to keep peace. Believe me, your parents expect better from you than this. They want you to be better. Do it for them. That's how I tell myself. If I'm in a situation where I feel I'm not being respected, or I'm not being true to myself, or I don't have the courage to speak my mind, I just ask myself this one question. Will my mom and dad want me to behave like this in this situation right now? Will they be proud of me? Did they raise me to be this? No, they didn't. I'm sure about myself. They didn't. They taught me to be brave. They taught me to be courageous. I owe it to them. Your language shapes hierarchy. Okay, so be very watchful of your language signals. Now, these are the things you can watch out for. Who is adapting? Who is waiting? Who cushions? Who leads? Ask yourself these questions, and you will find out in any relationship about the communication pattern that you have with that person. Who is the one who's cushioning too much? Is it you? Got to change that. Now, at conceptual level, here are a few examples that you need to watch out for. These are, again, let me remind you, these are communication patterns that you need to correct yourself about. Over apologizing, this lowers your position. Excessive softeners, like these are softeners, just, maybe, if that's okay. These are softeners. Maybe if you can give me my salary today. Why? You've earned your salary. Can I please have my salary today? If it's okay, can I sit here? No, there is place. Ask them to move and sit. Excessive use of softeners places you below the other people. Be careful of that. Ending statements like questions. Like if I want to go for a coffee, I want to go for a break and I'm working. Instead of saying, hey, I'm going for a break, I say, hey, I'm going for a break. You see that? Ending my statement like a question, as if I'm asking for your approval. Watch out for that pattern. Then inviting too much permission all the time. It places you below. Giving reasons also weakens your authority. Sometimes giving reasons is fine, okay? It's kindness. Some people deserve to know why you did what you did. But giving reasons all the time, no, it just weakens your authority. Meanwhile, neutral statements, pauses, finishing sentences cleanly, they signal composure and position. Hierarchy is not announced, it is felt through speech patterns. You need to develop it if you still don't have it. When do people stop taking you seriously? It's not when you make a mistake. It's when you don't correct disrespect. That is when they stop taking you seriously. Silence becomes permission. If you are silent, you're disrespected and you're silent, it becomes a permission. Okay, do it the next time also. I'm okay with it. I will not say anything. So silence can be mistaken for permission. Don't allow that to others. People mirror the boundaries you enforce. So enforce the boundaries and they will respect it. Believe me, you. If you've not tried it in the past, do it now. Set a boundary and see people will start to automatically adjust according to your boundary. Power erosion is subtle. It's not dramatic. It happens gradually. When you start giving away your power, it's subtle, gradual, slow. It's not sudden. Day 1, respected. Day 2, out of respect. Quota over. No, it doesn't happen that way. It's subtle, but it's powerful. One day, you feel little miserable. Next day, you feel a little more miserable. Then more, and one day you're completely helpless. You have no control over your life whatsoever. Why powerful people are often mislabeled as cold. Let's understand this, because I'm sure this is a question that probably many people have in their head. You're judging powerful people for being cold. They're not cold. Calm boundaries are mistaken for arrogance. They just set boundaries and people think they're arrogant. They're not. Directness is confused with rudeness. If I'm being direct with you, I need my break after every 2 hours of work. This is me being direct. Now, somebody can take it for rudeness and say that she's very rude. Look at the way she's asking for it. Okay, I'm just setting my boundary. So what? I get mentally drained. My job is challenging. I need 10-15 minutes break after every 2 hours of work. I'm just being direct with you. Emotional regulation looks distant to chaotic minds. Most people have very chaotic minds, and I think you will agree with me on that. Now, when you portray emotional regulation, you portray wisdom, it confuses them. And because it confuses them, they just can't understand it. And that is why it makes you look distant. It makes you look like somebody who doesn't belong or who's rude, arrogant, or whatever. Power doesn't explain itself. Always remember this sentence. Power doesn't explain itself. Respect is felt before it is understood. So it is something, it's a feeling that begins here. This is a very interesting statement actually, if you think about it. Respect is felt before it is understood. People will start to respect you even before they understand it. They probably will not know it as a fact that they respect you, but they will feel respect for you. And that is just a start. This is where you want to be. Now, this is what replacing niceness actually looks like. Replace niceness with clarity. Step number 1, you can be nice, okay? You can be direct, you can be clear. So replace niceness with clarity. Clarity should be your top priority, and then comes the other stuff, the fluff, okay? Clarity, number 1 important point. Replace approval seeking with calm honesty. You're honest and you're not anxious about it. This is how I like my things. This is calm honesty. Okay? I like it like this. You don't have to shout. You don't have to raise your voice. Calm, respectful. That's it. Replace silence with measured response. Please stop being silent when you're not okay with something. Voice your opinion in whatever number of words you have to. But voice your opinion. Measured response. Don't explain away. Don't. Emphasize the tone over aggression. Tone is important. Being aggressive is stupid. If you're aggressive, you lose the point. People will not respect you. Okay? They will try and justify your behavior. They will say you are angry or you're always like this. And this is how you are. They put labels on you. So aggression has never helped anyone. It doesn't. I've experienced it. It doesn't. I know sometimes it's hard to control, but you have to. Social animals got to learn the rules, right? So tone is important. Watch your tone. Power can be quiet and still firm. In fact, power is mostly silent. People who really have power, they don't need to shout. It's the weaker one always shouting. This is not a permission to be harsh. Just remember this, okay? Not an excuse to lack empathy. No, I'm not asking you to be that person who doesn't have empathy for others. No. Please understand the difference of what I'm explaining and this. Strength without compassion. No. You have to be compassionate. Strength and compassion, they go together. Strength without compassion becomes arrogance. The goal is self-respect with grace. Kindness with boundaries is rare and powerful. You know it. You already know it. Now I'm going to ask you a simple question and write your answer in the comments below, okay? Where in your life are you being nice when you're not being honest? Think about this question, okay? You're being nice and not honest. One thing in your life right now, tell me below in the comments. One more question I want to ask you before I end this video. If you are nice, okay, is your niceness coming from kindness or fear of being disliked? Be honest, okay? I hope this video helps you, and I'm sure it has. If it has, you've got to share some love. Tell me if you want more of such content from me, and if you think that I'm capable enough to talk about topics like these. I know I mostly teach you English, but there are other things that I can talk about with you. Tell me if there's anything that you want from me. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.